Testing. Okay. Somebody say something in Discord.
It's me.
God damn it. Okay, hold on. Okay. I think now it's working. Just have to put in the noise gates.
The fuck?
Okay. I got it.
Carly.
Yar.
What is your grandma's name?
I don't have one.
All right.
Simple Sybil.
How about Florence?
Perfect.
Freaky Florence.
That was one of the names that I was thinking for Margaret.
Fluoride Florence.
Excellent.
She's a very staunch supporter of dental health.
Yeah, she's all about that. Getting them good teeth.
Fluoride in the drinking water, you better bet your fucking ass there is.
Her name isn't Fluoride Florence.
She's the one taking a vial of fluoride and pouring it into the drinking water supply.
Not enough
Like a little
fluoride in this
evil-
here water.
Like an evil little like scientist, you know.
Pure unreacted fluoride. Throwing a bomb into the water supply.
I can
It's
still
in
taste
spirit
the
of the
water.
original person who added fluoride to the water supply. Zero approval, zero regulations, just toss it in. See what
Is that real-
happens.
Is that really what happened?
Yes, actually, the guy who originally argued for fluoride being added to the drinking water was
He just did it.
rejected at every turn, if I remember correctly, because nobody was like, that should be allowed. So he just did it. And only after it proved to have positive effects did he come out and be like, and I added fluoride to the drinking water supply.
I think he was like a dentist or a
He was.
doctor or something.
He was like,
'cause
he legitimately had scientific backing. As
Yeah,
to
'cause he was
why
like-
supported it.
he's like, man, everyone's teeth here is fucking brown as shit, but they're in extremely good health. And it led him to like see like, oh, fluoride is like hella good for your teeth. And he just fucking did it. And obviously it was extremely beneficial, but he did do it without any kind of approval. I think
He
Zephyr is
definitely
100%
could have
correct
just
on that.
poisoned an entire town.
He was
could have gone full
confident.
He could have gone full Kefka.
Chaotic good.
Yeah, that I would agree. That is like
That
the
is
definition
chaotic
of
good,
chaotic
yeah.
good. Fuck your regulations. Fluoride in the water supply.
I'm the doctor. I know what's best
They'll
for
have
you.
good teeth, god damn it. Oh, Peter did not provide. Wait till you see this piece. I can't tell if it's a mask or 3D model.
That's 3D
Oh.
model.
Peter, did you fucking supply another cursed ass icon?
Well, it's a sculpture actually.
Oh boy.
Oh
Where?
god.
That doesn't make
Okay,
it not an icon.
that makes sense.
I just see the thing that Aya posted.
Yeah.
I'm
Peter didn't do the
stop thinking about
homework.
your old Quran icon.
All right, Peter.
Okay,
Where's your icon?
no spoilers.
Yeah, don't spoil
I
it.
will
no.
leave it. I will not add it to the stream that yet then.
I am snooping in the
I
stream.
do want your immediate reaction.
Gotta find. I literally
You
made my
fucking hella
character on Sunday.
God's
Alrighty.
holiest day.
Gotta
Bless
find the
up.
picture. Definitely not that picture. Here we go.
Hold on a second.
I'm gonna sneak out of and get out of the stream.
Oh, I'm adding it in the background. Peter, what the fuck?
I love it personally, but it is quite the sight.
Koji did message me and goes, "Dude, Peter's icon."
I feel like you almost have a reputation to uphold at this point.
I
Kind of have to have a weird one.
I'm surprised. I searched for very specific keywords, and I was not overwhelmed with AI images.
Knowing what your
very
character is, it's
surprised.
very specific.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. I'm glad it wasn't laden with AI images. Wish that was my life.
Yeah.
Try looking up anything for vampires.
Oh god, anything
Yeah.
fantasy related?
Oh my god. Forget about it.
How many AI vampires with their tits out do you need, Derek?
Hold on once.
I don't even want that.
That's what you're gonna get.
Eileen.
Once.
I like beautifully sculpted fucking
Yeah.
tits and pussy, and then like 18 fingers and
I am.
absolutely disproportionate arms.
Talking about pizza again.
No.
Pizza?
Oh, pizza.
Pizza pocket.
Oh, we're talking about
in a box.
PIFA?
Pizza. Is that what we're talking about?
No.
No.
Pizza, 18 fingers, and a perfectly sculpted pussy? What?
I'll never forget about PIFA.
That was a journey we took together.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know toys could do that.
I
I don't know what's happening.
A toy, but it wasn't.
Derek, you
What
don't
kind of-
touch figures.
What kind of
See,
games are you
that
playing
was
with
his
it?
power action.
Don't touch PIFA. What is it? Sisterhood of the Traveling PIFA? Where we all just pass along each.
We did talk about
I did hear
everyone
used to
pitching
be
in,
part of
and
the
we would
fucking
trade it at the
sisterhood.
GBBQ.
would be traded at the Jeep. What a
Oh, man.
horrible idea.
I fucking volunteer to be the cancer kid in that fucking story. Let me die so I don't have to be part of this.
My roommate did offer to put in for PIFA. She offered
No
to
way.
put money in for it. She's like, we need that.
What
Who
is
looks at
Tifa?
that as like, we need that?
It's a
I
it's a
need
very
it.
expensive statue of Tifa from Final Fantasy VII peeing on the carpet.
thought she was peeing into a cup.
No.
Isn't it like a cup that's
Oh.
lovely, like sculpted?
The
It has
cup
like
costs
splash.
extra.
Oh.
Yeah, it is like splashing out. It's elaborate. It's quite elaborate.
Yeah.
It's really well sculpted. It
It's
really
really
is.
nice.
Something.
Yeah, like I don't like saying it, but
Did a good
it's
job.
very high quality.
Best
I
piss statue
cannot
I've ever
imagine
seen.
the
Oh, I agree.
person's home you would walk into and see that.
Mine. Mine. I'd put it
Fair.
right there on the counter as you walk in and you turn the corner to
I
the
want this
kitchen.
in the kitchen. Yeah.
See, I have a kitchen like living room, so it's
What-
like it's right in the middle.
They do have, I'm re-looking at the picture. They do have a bunch of bourbon bottles and like really nice glasses in the background.
It's a sophisticated statue for
Yeah.
sophisticated people.
Obviously, this is for high society. This is a
Put it
talking
on the coffee
piece.
table
This isn't for us.
to have a talking piece.
It's a talking piece, exactly. Oh,
I'm-
we're selling Carly on it.
I don't want
I
this.
am begging for us to get
Carly immediately, I don't want this. All right. Who'd like
This
to
will not be
recap last
entering.
time?
My home.
Oh, the trial happened. Everyone got their wish. Kind of, if your wish is a monkey paw just waiting to curl its little finger on you. And then most of the party went their separate ways. Zarek went to go work in the library. Briar went to go work for Emmerich. Nicholas said, fuck off. Isaac got corrupted. Masayuki's corrupted.
Improve.
Sal went to go work at Jinko with Dr. Vor.
Corrupted.
I think that's it.
Okay. I think that's it too, actually. Okay. We are in summertime.
Oh,
We'll say it
Oh.
is mid-June.
of 2024.
My girl is wearing a sweater and a scarf. I thought it was winter time.
It's no longer winter time. Doing a little bit more of a time jump.
Carly was telling me how so excited she was. She's like, I got her a little scarf because it's winter time.
Oh no.
You can still wear it.
Yeah, you can still
Ruined
wear
it,
it.
Derek.
I'd wear it.
It can be a little fashionable scarf instead of like a cozy winter scarf.
But the AC's on. It's cold inside.
That's true. You will
It's
want
chilly.
your sweatshirt when the GBBQ.
Oh, dude. We've got a bunch of big old boys at that GBBQ. It is cool temperatures. Anyways, it's a lovely day in the entirely mediocre city of Centerville, Pennsylvania, as a broadcast plays across the local news station. Police are left dumbfounded after a string of exsanguinations have occurred just within the past 2 weeks in downtown Centerville. The bodies of Edmund Hatfield and Gordon Grimm were found merely 2 days apart just outside the Flowering Meadows retirement home, while the body of a local prison guard, Jared Summers, was found dead during a shift change at a Centerville maximum security prison, believed to have been dead less than 2 hours before his body was found. All victims were entirely drained of blood, with puncture marks on their neck and arm. Police suspect possible cult activity or possibly a serial killer with Renfield syndrome. If anyone has any information, please contact the Centerville Police Department. And we're
Is
going to move
Renfield
on.
syndrome just a fancy way of saying someone thinks they're a vampire?
It is actually the official psychological term for people that think they're a vampire.
Where does Edmund Hatefield work? What did you say?
He's a prison guard at the Centerville Maximum Security Prison.
I thought that was Jared Summers.
Jared Summers.
Edmund.
The other two did not have any careers listed.
Ah, okay.
Okay, we're just going to start in the order I have the maps. We have Franklin Stone. You are on a kind of like an off work night, and you are looking at the midnight exhibit at the Andy Warhol Museum in Pittsburgh. On your way out, you are approached by a woman with silver hair.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
I hate that.
Oh, Peter.
And as you're walking out, a rather short woman with white hair says, "Mr. Stone."
Yes.
God damn it. She reaches out her hand. Hi, my name is Sasha Hildebrand. I was hoping I could entice you with some work.
What kind? I am asked to work all the time, but on so many different things. I am quite busy, you know.
Oh, I'm aware you've done a lot of muscle work for people around the area, usually in the supernatural community.
He harumphs.
I also happen to know you are a bit of an art enthusiast,
Oh,
and you're fairly intelligent if our research is correct.
finally, someone sees me for my true value.
And she would say, we need assistance with an investigation, and it may possibly result in more than a few fights. My employer is willing to offer $4,500 a week.
That's both IRL and in game.
Is that not to your satisfaction?
I suppose it's a good place to start. starving artists and whatnot.
She's like, excellent. She'll hand you a card, say Luce Hildebrand. It will give a date and time. These are happening in kind of a nebulous order, so we'll just say it's like a day from now. You're going to meet there around 8 p.m. at the estate gates. And then she'll say,
Wonderful.
any questions? Obviously, you'll be briefed more at the little get together. You'll be working with a team.
Now, is this an above the board situation?
No.
Wonderful.
Does he say that like ironically or legitimately?
Legitimately, he doesn't want to pay taxes.
Oh yeah, no, this is 100%, 100% under the table cash.
I'll just throw my I-9 and W-4 away.
Well, I look forward to seeing you.
And see you soon.
And she will part ways with you.
And he's just gonna walk off into the distance.
My son,
What's up?
you are. What music do I want to use for my son?
Great question.
I think something a little goofy. That should be fine. My son, you are approached. You are perusing the Brownsville Walmart. It's about 2 in the morning. What are you doing in there?
Looking for those extra spicy nacho Doritos.
All right,
Someone around
excellent.
here.
As you are in the snack aisle, you see this woman approach you.
Not the bog witch, is it?
Not
do
again.
you look a little nervous as she approaches you?
Listen, I'm wary of any long-haired brunette at the moment who approaches me with no accompaniment. There's a bog witch out there, a sewer witch, if you would.
She does approach you. Says, "Greg,
Who is asking?
we've actually met before, but she'll reach out a hand and say, May Hildebrand."
Oh, I know those Hildebrands. Yeah, what's up?
Well, you are, while a little chaotic, you've been surprisingly effective over the past couple of months at
That's what I get on my report card.
the few jobs you've been hired to do. I was wondering if you would be willing to aid us in another.
As long as you can convince my boss, that should be fine.
Who is your boss?
The
You
U.S.
speak of the porn
government.
industry?
Yeah, that one. I think
Oh,
you're referring to the government agency, right? Not, you
of
know,
course.
freelance work.
Is there freelance porn?
I don't actually know. I assume so. That's what Pornhub's for, right?
Oh, probably.
Pirated.
OnlyFans? Something like that.
Either way, yeah, we can get in touch with your agents. That said, if you're willing to do it, it's $4,500 a week.
I
We just
could
need
buy a
you
lot of
to
Doritos with that.
whole hell of a lot of Doritos. Yeah, we'll go over more of the mission stuff then. She'll give you a card with a meeting time, and she's like, "What's your number?"
I don't actually remember. Hold on, let me check. I go through so many phones lately. It's so funny. I don't actually know my own number.
877 cash now.
J.G. Wentworth, 877.
Ask
But
for
yeah,
Hans.
he'll retrieve his phone number.
Okay, and she's like, I'll see if we can get in touch with your agency tonight and work something out shortly. I'll notify you when that's taken care of.
Yeah, perfect.
She'll shake your hand. She has a surprisingly strong grip. And she says, I look forward to seeing you.
Likewise. You haven't happened to see the Nacho Doritos around here anywhere, have you?
As you kind of look towards the shelf and ask that, she's gone.
Shit. Back at it, I guess. And as he's like looking for the Doritos, he is grabbing different like labels from the shelf and moving them around.
God, what a dick.
You're a monster.
I expect nothing less.
Who reads the labels at a Walmart? You just look for the
It
thing
said
you
this,
People who
want.
have coupons.
Said this family-sized bag of Doritos was 99 cents. I pulled it off the shelf. The tag is there. I'll go show you.
And you point to the label, what it actually says, and that's a whole fucking situation.
It's like the fucking Twinkie 2-pack snack pack.
Yeah.
Something 99 cents.
I hate you.
Everybody who's ever worked retail would hate this man 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, that's a good. Yeah, we're gonna do a Night City. Next up is Charlotte.
Jonathan.
I thought the same thing.
God damn it.
Every single time that's what's gonna go through my head. I'm
Charlotte.
sorry. Jonathan.
Your family has dropped you off on the waterfront of the Cleveland, like downtown district. It's nighttime. They said a driver will be here to pick you up roughly in 10 minutes. Thanks for doing us a real solid.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to help out.
But we're sending our best, and I have no doubt that you're really good. You're gonna do us proud.
I won't let you down.
And you dropped off. A couple minutes go by. A fairly nice car pulls up. They pull up to you, and out comes a short. What?
This character's so cute. It got me.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
And out comes a rather short lady with white hair, and she says, "Charlotte of the oh man, what's your clan again?"
Jacobs.
Jacobs. Thank you.
Yeah, that's me.
Lucia said she did you all a favor a while back, and she's really thankful that you guys are helping her out with this. This is quite the conundrum.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, we have a debt to repay to you guys, so we're gonna help out.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. Show up in the car door, and you'll start driving. It's like a 4-hour drive from Centerville to Cleveland. It's mostly quiet. She just kind of listens to classic rock station, but then she'll just kind of bring up, so what's your specialty?
My specialty?
Yeah, like what do you bring to the table? I don't get to talk to a lot of vampires outside of, well, the obvious.
I sure hope it's
Well-
3-bean casserole.
I do make a mean 3-bean casserole. And Jello salad too.
Oh no.
Is that your answer?
No,
Like, oh boy.
oh well, I'm pretty good with when people want to be like, a vampire, get away, and then they make like little cross thing. That doesn't affect me because Jesus loves me.
Oh
Oh Christ.
Hell yeah.
It's-
This is a very different type of Christian vampire.
And Sasha does kind of like, wait, really? That doesn't like.
No, it's
You've tested this?
Yeah.
No, I can see why your help would be useful. And
Jesus loves me, yes I know. Cause
There's
a
not-
vampire told me so.
I could never predict the ending of that sentence. I felt like I was taking on such a journey.
I was like, when I was coming up with this character, I was like, oh, a Christian vampire. That sounds more like Aya territory. But like, I'm gonna go with the Protestant type instead of the Catholic.
I'm like, a Christian man does something, but a Catholic vampire would be my flavor.
Mhm.
I use the restroom, but then we're gonna move on to Carly.
A vampire that's an old Jewish comedian.
Holy shit. Beans.
Baker, I oddly knew her. That's not Sferatu, that's my wife.
Jesus fucking Christ. God. It is a gorgeous day in the Centerville Forest.
Oh.
Up to your and your grandmother's cottage pulls a fairly nice SUV. And this woman will walk out, knock on the front door. And your grandmother Florence will very eagerly open the door and say, "Oh, come inside, come inside." And she'll say like Margaret.
In a minute.
Oh dear, do come in for some tea. And she will sit Sasha down and just start making her up some tea and a little bit of sugar. Get some drinks ready, and you just hear her again, Margaret.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay. Yes, grandmother?
And she says, This is the kind woman I told you about. You're going to be helping their family with an ordeal.
Really? You mean it?
I do. This will be your first job. It's a big deal. It's not just delivering potions and other silly knickknacks here and there. But they have agreed to allow you to assist in an investigation. And-
Excited?
how old is Margaret?
22.
22? Excellent. Sasha will come up and she looks a little confused and she's like, Margaret? And she reaches a hand out.
Yes. Hello, I'm Margaret. It's nice to
Well,
meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Sasha Hildebrand. And your family has been a huge presence in the community. Your mother helped us out. Your grandmother helped us out, and we really look forward to having you on board and showing you the ropes. And well, I think your skill set will be quite handy.
Oh, I hope I can be a great help.
I have no doubt. Your grandmother has assured us that you will be fully supportive, and just an incredible asset. And she will hand you a card that has the address for the Hildebrands estate and a meeting time. I just wanted to meet you in person and hand this out and touch base. And your grandma's like, "Oh, thank you guys so much for having her. She really needs to get out more. It's not
We'll
good for
take
her
care
being
of
cooped
you,
up in the
Grandma.
forest." Oh, darling, I'll be just fine. And you'll just be a stone's throw away. The Hildebrands is just a few miles away. This will be good for you.
I am so ready for this.
Oh, glad to hear it, so shall I say. And she says, if you need anything, just give us a call. Thank you again, Margaret. Pleasure meeting you.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you.
And she will walk out to her car and drive off.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Yippee! It's going up. Fortnite.
Oh, oh my.
Yippee!
Inside the St. Anne's Cathedral in Centerville, Pennsylvania, a
Why do
book
all
of
the priests
Tobias.
look like they're on crack? Jesus.
That's
That's
the
what God does
Eucharist.
to a man.
Caleb hasn't really divulged yet, but the other two absolutely lost in the Christian crack sauce.
Of the
Tobias,
seraphim.
as you as you walk in, you do see Caleb kind of standing in the back silently, and Alexander says, "Tobias, great to see you."
Good to see you too. What's this all about?
He says, let's go to my office, and he'll take you to a couple of doors in the back here, lead to a small office area, and he'll say, "Have a seat."
Take a seat.
As well,
You mind? And I'll start lighting up a cigarette.
by all means. And he actually will take out a little glass, pour himself a bourbon,
Ooh,
and he'll say, "I gotta say, your reputation is pretty high after the events of Adlersville."
thank you, thank you.
Do you have the weapon on you?
Oh yeah.
All right, do you want to describe your weapon?
So it's sheathed right now, so it looks like a wooden sword, like a wooden hilt with a V-shaped cross guard, and then the sheath actually is also made like of a dark wood to match the hilt, with some kind of intricate details on it.
You see Father Alexander kind of stick his hand out, almost as if he is magically assessing this weapon. He says, "Very impressive."
Well, thank you. It's from the Lord, so I hope so.
God is good, he says. And says, "Look, we have extended our assistance to," this will seem a little antithetical, but there's a local group of vampires who have lived in this town for a while. While they are, of course, devilish and evil creatures of the night, they have done some good for the community. And whatever is trying to trounce their good name is doing a lot more harm. So we have sought out your services to assist in them, especially since you're not as rigid as we are."
My eyebrow would raise. I am a little surprised you're taking this job, but you called the right person, obviously. Um, you know, everything's God's creature, so you should be able to help them.
Well, I think this is more of a bastardization of God's creatures, but to each their own.
To each
Uh,
their own.
He will hand you a card,
Hmm.
and it will have the address and a meeting time. And he says, "Go to the gates this hour. Shouldn't have a problem getting in."
Does it say Hildebrand's on the card?
It does.
Now that's a big name.
It's a lot of letters in this
It's at
one.
least two.
Literally, literally, and the family name. I assume the Hildebrands are well known, aren't they?
They're a little low key, actually.
Um,
They're well known here. They're not very well known outside of Centerville. They are, however, very well known in Europe. But that is for other individuals to know.
Nicholas is coming back.
Can you imagine?
Spoilers.
The second arm is put on the fucking kill list.
Any other details I need to know?
Let me be honest. I think the person they're up against is one of our own. You familiar with the Beauregards?
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
I would say they, frankly, they shouldn't be here. It is unusual that one of them has shown up in the United States. But if you meet them out on the field, try not to rough them up. They're good people.
Well,
Much like you, they do the Lord's work.
well, like you said, I follow the Lord's will. As long as I'm not willed, I won't rough them up. What
And
what have they done, if you don't mind me asking?
what has who done?
The Beauregards?
Oh, the Beauregards are seemingly out for blood on the Hildebrands. The Hildebrands, I think, are being framed for some murders around town.
Interesting.
They've been operating here for over a century and they have never been sloppy. Something is going on.
No, I'll get down to it. Am I working alone on this case?
No, you'll be with a team.
Oh,
I have no idea what kind of folks you'll be working with. But
I'm sure they'll all be qualified.
I would just keep an open mind. Past couple jobs that the Hildebrands have hired out for, quite the eccentric group has gotten involved.
I think I would ask him for details.
He would give you details on the first group for sure. So everybody involved with the first case.
Oh, thank God he doesn't know anything about Greg.
I don't think he really does know anything about.
Well, that's good.
He would know a little bit
With
about.
a gun.
He would know a little bit about Greg. He wouldn't know like what he is or probably the extent of his buffoonery, but just that there is a man with a 50 caliber pistol.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a clusterfuck if I ever heard one.
Yeah, and he would say if you need any help locally, let me know. I'll see if I can get in touch with some contacts. You'll obviously be financially supported here as much as you need to. You have a local hotel room at the 7th Heaven. He'll give you a key for that.
So. I was hoping for that. Tobias? Oh, that sounds like a nice place.
Oh, run by a wonderful, vibrant, I'm pretty sure some kind of angelic being, but her name is Evangeline. Gorgeous establishment. You'll love it.
Oh, be sure to introduce myself. Any other details I need to know?
Nothing I can think of, but keep in touch. I'm curious to know what all this job will entail.
Will do. Take care, Father.
Absolutely. And he'll give you the like in the Father, Son, Holy Spirit blessing.
I like as I'm walking away, I wave the like cigarette in the air as he's doing it. Like, yep, thank you.
Fucking lean smoking some Pall Malls in church.
God be with you.
And also with
God
you.
is good.
God
Instead
is
of the
good.
Holy Spirit, he's smoking American spirits.
Holy shit.
Oh God.
Okay. Lastly, at the Twins Estate in the United Kingdom, two vampires meet on a lakefront in the middle of the night.
We're Castlevaniaing this scene. Underneath some scarce trees.
Yeah, underneath a smidgen of shade, you are
Good thing that's a
completely
lake.
immune.
No running
Aw.
water.
And Raphael will say, Leopold, so glad you could make it.
I am too. I cannot wait to see Nicholas. He's grown up so much.
That's him over there with his boyfriend and horse. I believe his name is Gunther or Guthrie or something of that nature.
Oh, you're letting your brother get tangled up in the Fae?
Yes, that is part
Dangerous.
of why I'm asking you to help. My brother
Oh.
has been absolutely accosted by these Americans. And frankly, I have a feeling they're just going to rope him into this again. So I was curious if you in my stead could go to the Hildebrand estate and help out a fellow clan of vampires.
Isn't Lucia in America?
Yes, Lucia is indeed. But
Well,
apparently
surely.
this is a threat that Lucia is quite scared of.
Oh.
You're familiar with the Beauregards,
Ugh, of course.
which roll me a scholarship.
Okay.
I like you said I was Castlevaniaing up this scene because of the music choice. I was like, I can't
No.
believe you recognize this song.
No, I'm not that.
Is
That's
that
a
not
plus-
what you meant?
No, I meant
No,
the.
no, because it's in
everyone
the
in
middle of the
Castle-
fucking day
Oh.
in this picture.
Oh.
+3.
That's right. You know the Beauregards. Obviously, you know the Beauregards as a vampire. You also know the Beauregards have almost never lost a fight.
Oh.
They are
Ooh.
considered wildly dangerous, but they don't often go seeking out too much trouble. They often will help like local small villages deal with dangerous monsters and occasionally will tussle with a large vampire. I would say with the three, you would also know Lucia is one of the only ones to have fought a Beauregard and survive.
This is all highly unusual.
Yes, I rather thought so as well. Frankly, I don't know why they're in America. Most of their transcend grounds is Europe. But a lot of strange things happen in the town of Centerville, Pennsylvania.
Mm. And why are you not going? I understand Nicholas.
I need to keep my brother safe. I have to keep him in check.
Still,
I cannot-
still. Hundreds of years of this. You're so
Look.
boring.
We just became reunited. He's human again.
Oh,
At least for now.
Jesus.
And he'll say, Nicholas, come here. And Nicholas will come over and he'll say, it's Uncle Leopold, the man that taught you piano many,
Aren't
many
we
years
just-
ago.
Those Nicholas, you've grown up.
I do not know how to act as Nicholas, so
That's
this will
okay.
be-
Nicholas is not impressed with anything.
I feel like Nicholas would not appreciate this.
He's gonna. He's like, "Yeah, it's good to see you," and then he will go back to what he was doing.
You see Marin just like tittering in the background, a little hand over the mouth, like, oh, precious.
So, all right, I will do it for his sake and for yours, but you owe me.
I think
Again.
that is fair. I am building quite an amount of debt with you, aren't I? And Raphael will hand you a card.
Ugh.
It has very neatly marked out Raphael's name, and yours is handwritten instead.
Oh my god.
He says, "Don't worry, Lucia will understand."
Ugh, Raphael, I cannot stand you.
Likewise, Leopold. And he'll say, "It is great to see you again." And
As is you. Are you going back into hiding, or will you finally be able to hit the town?
I think we're going to be able to hit the town very soon, Leopold.
Ugh.
My hiding days are over now that my brother is more or less well.
Good. I will go kill these guys and be back before you know it.
I expect nothing less. And I'll give you a hug.
Aw, I'll hug him back too. I'll be like, I'll bring you a souvenir. Make.
Please don't. I never want any remnant of Centerville in this town.
Oh, that makes me want to do it.
Like, honestly, Leopold.
Shush.
And he will wave you goodbye.
I love him.
Let me set up the map. You guys will all get to the Hildebrand estate. Everybody roll me a d6 and give me the number.
6.
2.
3.
3.
Oh boy.
What?
Was it Ween and I that got 3?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You two arrive at the same time.
Ooh.
You guys both walk up to the gate. How do you regard one another?
This is a human man, so I don't regard him.
Hell yes.
This
King.
is this a
This is a vampire.
This is a
so I don't
vampire.
regard him.
like no. I'd probably have some kind of hat on. Be like, howdy.
Howdy?
And
What sort
you
of
here?
barbaric greeting is that?
That's just a friendly greeting. Nothing
Hi.
barbaric about it. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, I'm Tobias. I'm here to meet the Hildebrand.
Oh. Well, I am Leopold von Castell, first chair violinist of the Vienna Philharmonic, on and off for the last 181 years or so.
That is an introduction. I gotta give it to you. You work for the Hildebrand?
Work for the Hildebrands? No. I am their friend and assisting.
Oh, it sounds like we might be working together then. So I'm
Oh,
assisting them too.
I just don't think so. Aren't you the gardener or butler or something?
No, not yet.
I see. Soon to be hired.
Yeah, something like that. What am I looking at, Derek? Is it the front gate?
Yeah, you're going to the front gate. As you guys are just kind of conversing, you'll hear someone come over the intercom and say, would you mind speaking your name?
Would you like to go first?
Leopold von Castell.
Oh, Leopold. Pleasure. Not who I was expecting, but a pleasant surprise. And you can say Tobias because you'll be here by your code name.
Yeah, this is Tobias from the from St. Anne's.
Oh, excellent. Father Alexander did say you'd be coming. And the gate will open, and you guys can go in. Nobody else rolled the same number, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I just wanted to see who all would, if people would arrive at the same time. Because I feel like this is quite the ragtag group. This is like more ragtag
So I think I would
than
also
any of the other groups.
I would look over at Leopold and like, so do I really look like a butler?
No, that's why I was confused. You look
Gardener
subpar.
at best.
Thinking about the gardener, I take a sniff.
Best in the verse.
Oh, maybe I do need a sniff. That's a bath.
Okay. You guys are brought to a rather ornate dining room. Masan, have you
Peter.
ever been in the Hildebrand estate, or have you just been present for when other people are here? Zokawa?
Oh, I was muted. There was the time when we were doing the game show where we got into like the Negaverse of the Hildebrand estate, but Greg has never been there proper.
That is true. You have been. You did go to the evil version of the Hildebrand estate. It actually does look remarkably the same, except you're not getting hunted by Lucia and burned for like 36 damage.
It's true. Greg is actively picking his teeth with the salad fork.
My gut.
And Lucia will say, "Oh, you all have made it. Thank you so much for coming. I am Lucia Hildebrand, your employer for this very unusual job." And she will actually look at Franklin and say, "Admiring the art."
Oh, yes. Quite a interesting piece you have here. Is it original?
Me, Derek, has no idea what piece that is, but Lucia would definitely have paid for the original.
I really like this one. You can see the anguish on the witch's face as she burns. It's pretty cool. How do you think they get that image? You think like it was a scenic painting that they were doing, like they were in the crowd, or kind of off the dome?
Is that what that picture is?
I don't think so.
I think it's like Venice or
I think
something.
it's- I'm like, are you
Definitely no
blind?
witches burning, right?
Lucia's like, "I do believe that is simply a painting of Venice, Italy, but
Beautiful place.
I'm unaware of any
Excitement to go
witches
again.
having burned there."
Telling me they don't burn witches in Venice?
Not like they
Certainly
used
not
to.
today.
Yes, not for a very long time.
Eh.
Definitely
Wild.
not publicly anymore.
When I was zoomed out, the little cup looked like a pyre and like a crowd around it.
I was sitting here and I'm like, where does he see a witch?
It's the golden cup, like the little glass.
Yeah, I
orange-
see it.
I see it now.
I see it now. I do dead ass think Moss-san would say some shit like that though. And everyone's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh, hold on.
Fucking
That's just a
found
piece of
it.
glass. You know, it
I
would be improved if there was like a little witch on a pyre, though.
Mm,
Hmm.
I don't think so.
I like your vision.
Lucia would say, I don't know if I agree with you, Moss-san. However, please take a moment to introduce yourselves. And we're just going to go in order. This is just how you introduce each other to the party. Obviously, we did like a whole out of character, shit about each other. But she'll look at you, Margaret.
My name is Margaret, and I am a witch. Gonna side eye
Question
Moss
mark?
son a little bit.
Greg is like not affected, non-phased, just still picking his teeth with the fork.
This is awkward.
Yeah, I think we should burn them all still.
Gosh, this is awkward. It feels like I'm at school trying to introduce myself.
Oh, well, I certainly didn't want any duress. Merely that you all 6 will be working together, and I thought some introductions would maybe help ease the room. There are also a plethora of refreshments for all of your tastes. What does Frank Stone eat?
Stone.
Only the most fanciest of foods for a very developed palate.
Excellent. There are fancy
Well, it
foods.
is.
There are some bottles of Raphael's wine. And
With or
some
without
bottles of
blood?
other. Oh no, with the blood for sure.
Perfect. As long
There's
as it tastes
also
really
human
good and
food.
looks fancy.
But anyways, did you want to add anything else to that, Carly?
No.
Just like, well, this is awkward. And she'll point next to Frank. Frank, do you have a human? You must have some kind of human, guys.
He actually does his own makeup,
Oh, okay.
so it covers his discolored skin and does a little bit to disguise the stitch marks on his various parts of his body that are exposed. He is wearing kind of like a nicer trench coat kind of thing to cover up most of his body.
Yeah.
He has a very well combed and styled hair. Most definitely a wig.
Hairpin.
And he does have the mustache, which is also fake, but styled to look nice.
Does he wear like heavy perfumish smells
Oh,
to cover up?
100%. He smells like a cologne mixture to cover up the formaldehyde hints.
I'm gonna light a cigarette.
Yeah, he's pretty tall. He's not hulking size. He is just a taller than average person. Bigger of frame, but nothing supernatural. But yeah, he would say, "Yes, my name is Franklin Stone. I'm a traveler from else parts, a consumer of fine arts and lover of culture."
Watch out there, Lou. She's gonna eat your painting.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. It's marvelous.
I appreciate it, Franklin. She says, "Charmed to have you."
The pleasure is mine. I sip the wine, pinky out.
It's pretty tasty. I would say, given your living status, it's pretty damn good.
Nice.
As an undead, because you give it a thumbs up.
Best wine I've had in quite some time.
Yeah, well, a dear friend, Raphael, makes it out of some kind of winery in the UK.
The UK. Mhm.
Next, Charlotte.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte. I'm from Jacob's family. The Hildebrands helped them out a while back, so I'm here to help them out in return. Yay!
Well, that's kind of you.
I would say, Leopold, I will give you another. Is there history or is it just scholarship?
There's lore and
It's-
scholarship. I
It's
think.
Lawrence, yeah.
I would say scholarship.
That one's not so good. -1.
Okay, you know nothing of the Jacob family. They're American. Who cares?
That was what I was thinking.
And she would gesture over to Leopold.
Oh, thank you. I am Leopold von Castell. I am the first chair violinist in the Vienna Philharmonic, on and off, for the past 181 years or so. And that's
fellow
just when it
artist.
was founded. Huh, I could talk all day about how long I've been playing.
Well, your music is beautiful. Needless to say,
You're,
I've seen the Vienna Philharmonic on more than one occasion.
you're too kind.
Frank is very interested.
Romance.
And she'll say, well, I was expecting Raphael. I am quite happy to have someone of such esteem here.
Once again, gave me his baggage, run off to play with his brother. It would be the boy sleeping or awake. I can't get to it.
That does sound like them. His brother's been through a lot in this town, so I'm sure it's just residual concern.
Ugh. He hurts my feelings. Selfish man. Lucia, who is this riffraff? What are they doing here?
She's like, well, these are. Oh, you're going to. This is the team you'll be working with. For better or for worse, they are probably not to the standards you're used to.
Y'all
As an
whispering?
Older. Oh yeah, as an older European family, but I think they'll get the job
We'll make it quick.
done. Let's hope so. And she will she will then gesture to Tobias.
Good evening. Tobias. I work for the Catholic Church, and we're here to help Miss Lucia here to clear their name, apparently.
Which I do appreciate Father Alexander's interest in maintaining this town.
Oh,
I'm sure it was not easy for him to extend a hand to someone such as myself, but it was big of him.
do I know he's a stickler?
Yeah, for sure. Father Alexander is like kill on sight with monsters.
So I thought. Yeah, I can't say I wasn't surprised, knowing his history, but let me let you know, Miss Lucia, he's got the right person on the job here.
I'm happy to hear it. You came highly recommended.
Thank you. I have been around once or twice to help those in need. I'm gonna look around the table. I can't say this is the group I was expecting here, though.
It never is, she says.
Do all of you have combat experience or investigation?
I'm gonna use the
Experience?
restroom while y'all RP a little bit.
Who hasn't thrown fists every once in a while?
Well,
God, I've killed hundreds of men. It'll be my first mission as a witch.
Your first.
Your first?
Say it the
Yes.
same.
My God.
Lucia would interject and say her family is very powerful. And they have been, frankly, a massive family of import to the community.
We all gotta start somewhere, Miss Margaret. But I got your back if you need it, okay?
I suppose nepotism is everywhere. Trust me, I know.
Nepo, what?
Oh, this man is very funny.
Damn, because that's really how I got the job.
To be, yeah. Lucia does like stifle a small titter at that statement.
I look over at Mr. Mothson, and who were? Sorry to interrupt. Who were you again?
Hey, my name's Greg. I think I'm only here because I'm the only alleged NRA carrying card member. Unless someone else here has a gun.
How the
Barbaric.
Lord do my work.
And she would add on to that. It's Greg has actually been inadvertently employed by me on a few separate occasions, and has proven to be surprisingly effective in a tussle.
I can't wait to tell Emmerich that we're coworkers.
Father Nicholas has told me, right? Like he mentioned Greg at least for a second.
Yes, he would have definitely
but not to
mentioned.
the degree.
He would not. Yeah, again, he would not know that much about
Yeah.
Greg, just because Greg is not. Greg has managed to kind of keep himself out of certain people's eyesight.
Okay.
Not
What he's
that
good
A
many.
at.
veteran. Monson, I heard of you. To a small degree. Father Alexander mentioned you worked on other cases in this area.
Father
Only
Alexander
terrible
would
things,
tell
I
you of a
hope.
time where he blasted a big hole into Larsa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Father Alexander would
Remove
say,
Larsa's top
would definitely
half.
say he has gone up against a couple wielders of the arms of Asmodai and has come out on top on more than one occasion. That is something Father Alexander would say,
Ah, okay.
because that is just factual information.
Well, I'm excited to see what you do.
Might get me nervous.
Not to be nervous about.
Yes.
We should
Look,
say,
I
Greg,
got
I
all
wouldn't have
y'all's
expected performance anxiety from you.
Well, usually people don't want to deal with me, so I mean, I get to work alone, but I need nobody breathing down my neck.
Partnership.
Yeah,
Oh, I got your back, Mr. Mothson. Don't you worry.
You said it, not me.
All right.
Are we gonna learn about our mission or what?
Yes, of course. I feel it's important to know each other for the sake of camaraderie.
Can anyone know anyone but themselves?
You can know God.
Very philosophical on both accounts.
Amen.
Yeah, I would actually say Leopold, as someone who's a traditional vampire,
Yes.
you do get obviously pretty holy vibes from him. You get very faint holy vibes from this person, despite them being undead like yourself.
Ugh.
I'm one of those vampires.
However, she
I would
will
think it was
say-
actually. I would think it's baffling that there's an undead with holy powers or holy vibes, even
It is
fey ones.
quite unusual.
And I would just say, you there, American girl. What is wrong with you?
Murder's Directives now played by Leopold.
Excuse me? Me?
Yes.
Nothing really. I'm feeling pretty good.
What's with this divine aura?
Oh,
And usually.
we're just children of God. Jesus loves me.
Oh my God.
Lucia would look at you and say, "Well, the Jacobs are Episcopalian."
Not just me.
Good choice.
All the others are
That's
pretty.
possible?
Wait. Are the other Jacobs not Christian?
No, I'm the.
Oh my God, maybe I was misinterpreting them.
No.
Lucia would also be like, "It is very curious, but could be advantageous for our opponent."
Well, good news. We all can be saved.
Wait, can I?
Jesus
Hold
really
up.
wasn't kidding, was he?
I think Tobias would be very fascinated. You're a vampire, miss? That,
Yes.
for lack of a better word, God has touched?
I do believe there were many better
Deeply.
words, Tobias.
Yeah, probably.
God touches all of
Let,
us.
let him speak.
Not
Well, Miss,
not
what's
me
it?
not me particularly, just you know. I don't know what like you're thinking. I'm not anything special. I'm just me, and then I got vampired.
Huh.
Eh,
Miss Charlotte, we're gonna have to talk later. Because right now I think we need to get some details on our mission to move this along.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's
And
meet.
Lucia would
Maybe
say-
there's like a diner around here we can meet at.
Like a
No.
Lucia would say, I would recommend the local titties.
no, we-
It's strangely Japanese.
Franklin barks
Oh,
in his mouth.
konnichiwa.
God, no. All right. Anyways, she would say, well, your foe this time around is a particularly dangerous one to one such as myself. The Beauregards are one of the most famous vampire and monster killing families. Very widespread across Europe, though for whatever reason they have found their way to Centerville, Pennsylvania, and have challenged me in 1 week's time to a duel to the death. However, in the meantime, they have found it suitable to interrupt my places of business and frame me for murders I have nothing to do with. So I would like you to look into what's actually going on. If you run into, I do believe his name is Nathaniel, I would approach cautiously. If you can kill him, good. But if not, I would try and run away and ascertain as much information as possible. Something is afoot here. They should not have been able to find us.
Franklin would ask, "Can you tell me again? I'm not from this area. Who are the Beauregards again?"
The Beauregards, she would say, are, I think you're Van Helsings and
Ugh,
all other such
how droll.
monster hunters. They are a very famous family. They've been responsible for many vampire deaths. But again, they have not often acted outside the European area. And she would say that should basically sum up what I ask of you as a whole. A good start would probably be to look into those murders. I'm sure you saw the reports. Those were to get eyes on this family specifically. Those are two businesses I own.
It was Edmund Hayfield, Jared Summers, and who? I had to look at it real quick before I headed over here.
Gordon Grimm.
Gord.
Gorsh. I'll just post the little blurb that I wrote for myself. In Dresden. This was more or less the news report. And she'll say, anything you all need, I will be more than happy to supply. If you need residence, you can stay here. Any questions?
Real quick, you said they challenged you to a duel?
Yes, in 1 week's time.
Why'd you accept?
I don't think I'll have much of a choice. Also, I didn't accept. Just I was challenged.
So it's more like they're hunting you.
Correct.
Gotcha. Not very honorable.
Why would they, like, challenge you to a duel and make you look bad?
To be honest, I'm not sure. And she would actually point out that it is a weird inconsistency.
Trying to drag your family's name through the mud, maybe?
Was that to weaken you? They did these murders at your businesses.
It's just, yes, I mean, that is absolutely the point of it. Obviously, now authorities are looking into us. I'm being asked to provide personal information, data that should not be privy to anybody but myself. And this is all due to the fact that 2 murders happened on 2 of my properties.
Ugh, it's a good thing you know some lawyers then, eh?
You know, I was just about to say that, Leopold. You should probably lawyer up.
Well, if it comes to that, I will absolutely be employing the services of the Devonius family.
Do you have any recent enemies that might want to take you down?
She would think, and she would say, certainly not recent. Roll
What's
me
recent
a
for an immortal
empathy.
vampire?
That would be a roll for Margaret.
Okay.
Empathy.
What the fuck? I rolled 3 6s,
That's fucked up.
and I already have a 3 in empathy, so 6.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you realize when she says recent, there is like a. You think she's using recent as a way to kind of skirt the truth a little bit.
Oh. Do you have any extreme enemies that might not be recent?
Roll a rapport.
I have no rapport.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. That's a 1.
A 1? Even with a 1, she would say, well, the Beauregards and I have tussled in the past. It was very brief, but I was able to escape them.
And how long ago?
She would say 1864.
Oh, so yesterday.
I'd say roughly 150 years ago.
How long do vampires usually keep keep a grudge?
I'm sure, as Leopold could tell you, nearly eternity.
Long
Forever.
time.
All the vampires forever.
Gotta teach y'all some forgiveness.
No, thank you.
I like that even the Christian vampire is like, I keep that grudge forever, goddammit. God is good.
God bless.
God bless. Well, you mentioned this Nathaniel Beauregard specifically.
He is the youngest and most recent in the line of vampire and monster hunters.
Is he could he be trying to prove himself?
He has already proven himself.
Maybe he just really
Oh.
hates vampires, you know?
Kind of in the job
Well,
description.
yeah, of course.
I'd ask her, how did he prove himself?
Lucia would say he's already had a litany of slayings under his belt, and he is only 27.
Slay, Prince,
Queen.
slay.
Jesus Christ. She would say, while no large or famous families, he has killed any number of monster and underling and unseelie fae that has plagued any kind of small town in Europe. He has a lot of combat experience.
Are you familiar with him, Leopold? Would you be able to recognize him if we see him?
Should I
Roll
roll for
history.
that?
Yeah.
Roll
Or history,
history?
or a lore, to be honest. Either one. They do kind of fall into the category of lore.
That's a +6.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
What's your take on him? We run.
Well, he sucks. They all do. But he's
And-
just a man.
Funny coming
I'm
from
not
a vampire, to be honest.
And Leopold, I will stress, he has never lost a fight.
Oh, he has not lost the fight yet.
Hell yeah, brother.
I like your attitude.
All will be beautiful.
I'm not going to quiver before this young, not even a century-old man. Lucia! You should be braver. You should just crack him open and be done with it.
It says, I wish it were so easy. But I'm afraid... I don't know. Something has me on edge about all of this. And roll an empathy.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
don't
sure
have
that's
that.
Leopold's highest stat.
I don't have it at all. Oh, I didn't roll bad though. I rolled a 2.
2. Well, even with a 2, I would say she's obviously not telling you something, but you can't really ascertain what.
Lucia, what has got you all shook up?
She would actually say, Leopold, I would talk to you perhaps in private after this meeting.
Okay, okay.
Secrets already.
I don't think that's productive to a good team.
She would actually keep that in a whisper. All of you can roll alertness, though.
I would like to roll an alertness,
It'll be against her stealth.
especially since we're literally looking at her.
Good thing I have the listening thing where I have a +4 investigation when listening.
I have a 4.
Oh, nice stunt. Excellent.
Yeah.
4 does not make it.
Oh.
0.
I rolled
Yep,
real
no.
bad.
Well, do we see her talking?
You would see her lean in very, very briefly to Leopold.
It'll just be a 6.
6 does not make it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will actually say I rolled exceptionally well on her stealth. I rolled 4 +1s.
Nice.
Do I need to roll an alertness to even hear her?
No, because she's like almost directly in your ear.
I'm whispering directly into your ear right now.
What?
You're gonna go down to the store and you're gonna grab me.
Yeah.
I do think Tobias
Leopold,
would
I
say
need a
something.
Baja Blast 0.
God damn it.
Preferably the 1 liter, but if they just have the regular bottle, just the regular bottle will do.
I don't mean to be rude, Miss Lucia, but whispering at a meeting is not very productive.
Roll a rapport.
Could I roll a presence instead?
Yeah, I would allow a presence. We never rolled
Sweet.
presence.
That
Wow, I
is
can really tell this guy's in the
4.
room.
A 4, she would say, I'm sure you can respect that there are some things that a 2 old vampire families must discuss that simply would not make much sense to you all. You are not hunted by a vampire killer.
Is it pertaining to the case, though?
Not really. This is more of a personal thing.
And I'll respect your personal space.
I appreciate it.
Um, go ahead.
How will you be assisting us in this in terms of resources?
Money is no issue outside of absolutely absurd purchases. I believe we have discussed 4,500 a week for each of you. So you will have that right away. I guess that is true. She would probably. How does everybody want to get paid?
I'm working for the church.
The church is getting paid in your stead, so they will give you
Yeah.
a stipend.
Yeah.
The church has actually said they will pay you for whatever you do.
Hard cash, please.
You
Leo-
would.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes. No,
Back to
continue.
artist.
I would. Leopold would not take her money, so she can keep it.
Oh, okay.
I think I also would not be directly taking money. Maybe if she's got like
That
some
is-
paying some.
That is true. Yours is a favor owed, so you
Yeah.
are not.
I've got like a prepaid Visa gift card from my to like get me through the.
You've got $200 on a Visa on like a chime card.
God.
I guess the other Margaret, yours is kind of a favored ode, but I think she
They're
would choose to
technically
pay you
doing-
anyways.
Me a favor. So like,
Yes.
they don't have to add the money onto it unless they want to.
Here's the question: do they know? Hold on. I'll keep this in whispers.
Ooh.
Whisper.
All
More
these
secrets.
secrets. Feel like the vampires were seated closer for a reason.
That was unintentional, but that is how it worked out, isn't it?
I see it closer to the wine.
I had to think about it,
refills.
but like,
Okay, so yeah, you will absolutely get paid as well.
okay.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Were we doing any other questions? I guess while we're doing this, little like mission overview.
Do you got a case file for us? We have some information about the places we gotta go.
Yeah, she will give you some information. She would say both of them are facilities I own. You are free to look around them as you please. I will give you all administration privileges. So you will basically have like a PI badge. And you'll be able to look around them at your leisure.
I
Damn,
have
dude.
an out of character question.
Yes.
Are the Beauregards supernatural humans, or are they just straight up humans?
They are humans, but they
Okay.
pull off some wild shit for being just mortals.
Oh, so then the people that Lucia battled are like long dead.
Oh yes, the family that Lucia battled is a very different Beauregards, but by the tone of her voice, you could kind of tell they may also hold a bit of a grudge.
Was that back when she was still in Europe, or was that after she got to America?
That was while she was still in Europe.
That reminds me, I would ask her, who, by the way, you mentioned this Nathaniel Beauregard, but who was in charge? Like, who was there, Lucia? Is it Nathaniel, or are there others?
There are others. There are older family members that would be mentors to Nathaniel, but they are not here.
Okay.
They're in Europe.
They are still in Europe, as far as our intelligence shows.
So he's a solo operation then.
It seems so, which is also unusual.
So sounds like we should avoid fighting him if you don't want us to, and
Would not
clear your
recommend
name.
it.
Now, if he is a human who wants to kill monsters, and he's killing other humans to frame you, potentially,
That's actually an excellent thing. That's an excellent thing to keep in mind. Because
seems
she's like,
counterproductive.
she would say in response to that, like, by all accounts, they've never killed mortals. I don't know if this is a rogue individual, or perhaps someone else is working with him.
Well, if the bodies were drained, I assume they're working with someone that can drain the bodies. Has this ever happened before in this city?
Oh, you wouldn't believe what has happened in this city. But she would say anyone could drain the bodies, though. Does not take a supernatural person to drain a body of blood.
Yeah,
That
I think if
real?
you just get a bike pump and you plug it in one end, it should do the work.
Out of character, can you really just drain a body completely of blood?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
out of
cool.
maximum
A
security
sanguination is
prison?
actually a way to kill somebody, like legit. It's called
I
a
could think of-
sanguination.
I could think of 5 ways right now how to do it.
Me too.
Oh shit, are we testing?
Leopold
Is this
rubbing
a
his little
test?
hands together. Me too.
Hold on, I got 3.
That's his
I
boot.
think I can get a few more.
Leopold, that wasn't a challenge.
And I'm gonna kind of lean over the table and look at Peter's character and go, "Was it though?"
Peter, your character just looks like a person, right? That's very perfumed person.
Very well makeuped. You could tell. It's obvious up close that he's wearing a lot
Okay.
of like thick makeup, like acting makeup.
Making this image bigger does not help.
I thought it would. I thought it'd help you get a good closer look.
Sanguination feels more like business to me, not art.
Ugh. It could be art. You've never seen me work.
Oh, I can't wait to see it then.
Am I the only one detecting some weird sexual tension?
Not at all. Mr. Mothman, you are not alone.
Okay, because it's been like 30 minutes, and I can't say this has happened with any of my previous jobs, so that's pretty weird.
As
This
someone
is
that
like-
works for the Catholic Church, I can recognize sexual
Oh,
tension
shit.
a mile away.
You might want to dump your cup. I think someone spiked the drink.
This is
I
just
don't-
what it's like amongst artists.
I sniffed the
This is
cup.
through.
That was like 2
Cannot help
fucking
love,
gins in the same party.
It's
Time to count to 4.
I can only count to 4.
Good shit. Holy shit. But yeah, she would say in response to all that, yeah, solo perpetrator from the Beauregards. Questionably whether it is just the Beauregard killing the people or not. And you will have free reign to investigate the 2 properties that she owns as private investigators.
Oh, with Father Nicholas's, like, when I ask him what's been going on
Father
here-
Alexander.
I mean, Alexander, god damn it.
Wrong Aya character.
I know.
Wrong
It's
Catholic.
gonna happen again too. With Father Alexander, his little debriefing, he told me about the arms of the Asmodai being involved in the city, right?
Yeah, you would be abreast of Emmerich and the Mirror of Asmodai being
Bias
here.
becomes a boob.
I would have to ask her. It seems like a high coincidence that a few of these arms have been in this city. Do you think they are involved in this case, Miss Lucia?
She would say. Actually, would Lucia know about all of the arms of Asmodai being here? Lucia would not know about the mirror. The church would. The knife and the cup, she obviously would know of because she had Sasha steal them.
We don't know what happened to that, right? Like only
No.
Isaac.
Only Isaac knows what happened. Only Sasha knows what happened. Well, obviously, Lucia knows they're stolen because this is 6 months later. They were stolen out of Lucia's bedroom.
Oh yes, the arms. I heard the
Wait.
cup was purified. Raphael told me.
She would say yes, it was. We also have the
Well-
knife appear here. We have the sword wielder, and it is weird that all three of them had converged in one location. That is not
Especially
lost
a
on me.
location like this.
Shouldn't she know that Ermengarde had the mirror?
I guess she would, to be honest.
If it's been 6
she would
months,
also-
she probably would have found out by
Yeah.
now.
Honestly, even Emmerich probably would have said something. And she would also mention the mirror. So in response to that, she would probably say, I wouldn't count it out as mere coincidence. There probably is a reason for it. And it's possible it's involved.
Well, that's good to know. Maybe we should talk to one of these wielders if they're still in town.
She would, of course, say, the only weirder that would be amenable to a party like this is Emmerich. He owns a rental video store on the outskirts of the city.
Out of character,
video
does this mean
store?
that Lucia is unaware of the Cowboys?
Yes, actually. The Cowboys are able to keep their arm pretty hush-hush.
They shot somebody in front of their house with the green energy
They-
and Masa blocked it.
They did, but that is not linked to the arm of Asmodai. That is linked to Steve's magic as a
Okay.
caster.
Cowboy Caston.
I thought because it was green.
He is
it
not
had to be
just a
the eyeball.
cowboy. He's also a wizard.
Cowboy wizard.
He's not really good at close range combat. He's better at cow poking.
To be honest, you guys have
God damn
never.
it.
Steve often avoids combat.
Yeah, I don't think we've. It's always been like Zachary doing stuff.
You have never fought Cowboy Steve. You've only fought the other two.
We fought Cowboy Steve kinda
I mean, he was there
at the big brawl
At the big brawl.
in the town square.
That is true, but he did not do anything except like not get hit by anything.
No, yeah.
I've never fought any of these people in my life.
Yeehaw.
You hodl.
Oh man, I would love the Cowboys. Oh no.
Oh my god, that. I think Charlotte Riley comes
That's
too
another thing
because
that
Charlotte's like vampire mentor was a cowboy.
Oh my god.
oh no.
How many cowboy fuckers are in this one party?
I just assume Peter is always at the ready to fuck a cowboy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's at least 4. I guess you also locals, Margaret, you would know about the Fey Bar.
Fabe.
Alexander would have definitely told you about the Fey Bar.
I'll definitely be
Masan,
going there.
obviously, you know. I think that's
Oh.
yeah. I guess a big takeaway is she is not lost on the irony that many of the arms have ended up in
Okay.
this area.
What's the other thing? And she doesn't know. They don't know where Nathaniel is at all, right?
No,
Seems
she
odd.
would actually say
Vampire can't track that.
she would say, well, not that you would know this, but I am a very accomplished sorceress, and it appears that he is quite adept at keeping his location hidden, even from scrying.
Have you tried tracking his GPS?
I wasn't aware he had a GPS.
Hack his phone.
Maybe. I saw it on TV once. I thought maybe it was worth a shot.
Have you done the non-magical tracking?
Oh yeah, you could get one of those Apple things and just like slap it on his car or something.
Is
Send
what
him
I'm
a
asking
phishing email and
you.
gather his location data.
She would just be like, is what I'm asking you not the non-magical tracking?
Well, I'll go get one of those Apple things and slap it on his car.
An ear tag and slap it on his ass.
What does he drive?
I don't know.
Hmm. The questions
find out.
keep popping.
Well, she's not gonna have all the answers.
Well, I assumed he was probably pretty good at driving steaks, but I
God damn, that was a funny joke, Mr. Monster.
That was
don't know. But I was being serious.
Lucia's
tasteless.
unimpressed.
So I have 2 quinions.
Give me your quinions.
The first I think Margaret would know, the second she wouldn't. The first one is, how many days apart was each murder? I know at the Flower Meadows that they were 2 days apart, but where does Jared Summers land in that? Was it
Jared
like
Summers actually
2 days,
lands
2
about
days, 2 days?
8 days later.
Okay.
But 2, 2, and 8.
Yeah.
Well, just 2 days between the first two and 8 days between the next ones.
Later. And now we have a zombie in the room. Pretty crazy.
Was there was there anything special about these 3 people that got killed other than they worked for you?
Only one of them worked for me, and very loosely, that'd be Jared. The other 2 I know nothing about. To be honest, I have not been able to leave this house.
I'm probably safer here. Makes sense.
So Miss Hildebrand. Ooh, that's Briar. How many businesses do you own? Is it just the 2 in this town?
Just the 2, yes.
Okay. I didn't know if we should be scoping out a 3rd location.
No, those are the 2 locations. They are also appropriately my food sources.
Hmm.
A swift end to the dying and a painful end to the wicked.
Shop local, I guess.
I can agree with one of those.
Greg won't specify which one.
So you don't know anything about the 2 men outside the retirement home?
I do not.
They didn't work there? They were just plopped?
As far as I'm aware, they are 2 random men.
Hmm.
Maybe we should do some research on them.
Which is not a bad lead, she would say.
Should we draw straws?
I'm not much of an investigator part, but I can go to the establishments and check those out.
Well,
Anything else?
Nothing I can think of. Could I get your number in case I do come up with anything else?
Of course. And she will give you her personal cell phone number.
In fact, since we're all going to be working together.
perfect.
Oh God.
Anyone is also free to take that cell phone number from her declaring this.
I'll keep you looped in.
We should get everybody in a group text to keep in touch if we figure out something.
Not a bad idea.
And I'll like give all y'all her cell phone number.
I'd also give my cell phone number. I would look over at Leopold.
Well, hold
Fine,
on.
I'll
I
give you my cell phone number.
can't remember what it is. Hold on, I gotta double check.
I don't know if you like old school European types like had those, or if you're like still using like the kinds where you put and then you turn the dial or something.
A quarter?
No, oh, well, no, it was like
What?
when I was a kid, they had the ones where you put the circles and the rotary.
Oh, rotary phone?
Yeah.
A rotary cell phone?
Yeah.
Please have a rotary cell phone.
That'd be funny
That's
as
the most
hell.
vampire shit I've ever heard.
Well, are there any types of protections that us normal humans should be taking?
Bulletproof vest, for
Yeah,
sure.
fair enough.
Nathaniel will not just implement archaic monster hunting tactics. He will most certainly have firearms.
You got any of that here?
No.
Shame that.
But I can bankroll. You have $4,500 apiece to spend on whatever you need.
Well,
It's
where's a good
Pennsylvania. You can get a gun.
Dead ass. You can go to Ace Sporting Goods right now and get a high grade titanium bulletproof vest and an assault rifle for like $2,000.
I know. I thought you were gonna say there's a Hot Topic in the mall.
No, she would not even mention the Hot Topic.
Okay.
I got a
don't know how
guy.
small this. I don't know how small Centerville is. Does this place have an Ace Hardware, or
Oh, it definitely has an
Oh,
Ace
absolutely.
Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods?
Ace Sporting
It does not have a Dick's
Ace.
Sporting Goods. It has Ace Sporting Goods.
Ace
That is a
Sporting
local
Goods.
chain.
The
That
fuck
is
It's a branch
What?
off of Ace Hardware.
Ace.
Ace is the
Ace Sporting
place.
Goods is a gun store.
Ace is a place to help.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah, I'm like less than a mile away from it. They sell assault rifles, 50 caliber sniper rifles, literally any kind of armor you could want.
There's a dog.
The dog is also a gun.
Don't give spoilers for your character. God.
Ribbit.
Bork.
Is the frog? Is there actually a frog on your shoulder?
Yes, there is. a
Yeah, there
frog
is
on my
actually.
shoulder.
I didn't know if that was just for flavor of the icon.
Does he have a name?
The one on my shoulder is named Smith.
Smith?
Smith, yes,
Sniff?
Do you have another one named Wesson?
Fucking shit.
I do.
Holy shit. I can't believe someone guessed it. Oh fuck. Oh boy.
That's something to bring up later. I don't think I'd bring anything up about the frog.
Yeah, I would honestly say the frog has been here the whole time. Lucia has not cared nor pointed it out.
I think I
They
just
think
figure
it's an
it's
accessory.
a witch familiar thing.
Yeah, you could honestly look at it like that.
That makes, yeah.
Witches got frogs and shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Anything else?
Do we need any kind of identification to get inside your facilities?
Oh, it will be provided.
Oh, sweet.
Upon your exiting, you will have administration badges for both facilities. Also, I will phone ahead, of course, and let them know that you are my personal investigators into this matter.
Oh, well, thank you kindly.
Of course, it's the least I can do. Thank you kindly.
Well, what's our game plan, everyone?
Well, I was gonna go to the retirement home and shake down a few of the oldies.
Don't shake too hard. You might break them.
How hard is like too hard?
With old
Oh.
people, any amount probably.
Yeah, you probably don't want to kill them, I would say. That's not
I
a
wouldn't
good
do
act.
that.
Or harm them.
Also, the
I
two
wouldn't do
bodies
that.
there didn't even work there.
Maybe they'll have some security camera so we can see what happened outside.
Yeah, was there security cam footage?
There was.
No.
She would say, for the time period that it would have mattered, it was completely static.
A problem with the equipment, or like did somebody put a static on it?
She would say most certainly some kind of magical tampering.
Did they try to pull security cameras from the other buildings around and showed the same thing?
No. She would say the other buildings I have not gotten their camera footage. Which she would specify the prison is not really near anything, but Flowering Meadows is near a couple of other buildings.
Did it say where it was, in the building or outside, like in front of them?
They were both, all the corpses were outside.
At the
Outside the walls of the prison, outside the walls of the retirement center.
Oh, so with the prison, is it like the prisoner escaped, or they like left the building, not within like?
It was a worker.
It was like, I know. How do I word this? Like it wasn't on the property of the prison. It was like outside of
Oh no,
it.
the body was on the property, just not in the prison.
Okay. Okay.
like outside the fence and gates and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. And the two people that killed at the retirement home, they didn't have like family there or something,
No. She would say.
and they didn't
Why were
work
they
there either,
there?
so that's a little odd.
That is really odd.
It is odd.
Probably can look into them.
Drama.
Oh, can you hear us now?
Oh,
Hello?
there we go.
Hello.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's funny you came in clear.
Yeah, you guys didn't robot or anything.
Oh,
That's weird, because everybody else was roboting.
everybody else sounded like fucking portal ass.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like a portal turret.
Yeah.
Is anyone there?
Hello.
Thanks, I can help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get some shit in quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you going, Peter? Quickly.
All right,
What was being discussed? Let's go.
Frank would say, I'd like to go to the library to do research on Nathaniel.
Hell yeah, brother. Anybody else?
I think Greg wanted to go to the retirement home.
Okay.
I think I too would be better served going to the retirement home or checking out the other building that you own.
So Koji, hear me out.
All
Oh
right.
no.
The Beauregards are an old family, right?
Yeah.
Would I know where their like houses?
Yes, probably.
I would like to write a strongly worded letter that their youngest son is out here fucking killing humans and starting fights with vampires, and if they don't get this shithead in line, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
All right.
So,
I really love that gusto.
I'm snitching to his parents before I snap his neck.
Where would the Beauregard? I would say it's honestly in the UK.
Uh-oh. Turning fire onto my voice.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. I just wanted them to speak English and also be from Europe.
uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Only the
England.
cursed countries speak English out there.
Okay. You can definitely send a strongly worded letter. I will make a
Oh.
note of it.
I will.
Trust and believe.
And that even the church is on Lucia's side. So get your shithead son in line.
Yeah, I'm doing them the courtesy of not killing him now, but I will kill him if he keeps this up.
Okay.
That'll put this all to bed.
This will
Okay.
surely work out.
This will work.
What could go wrong?
Excellent.
Not a
I love it.
goddamn thing.
Are you sitting at this table writing a strongly worded letter?
No, he's
Oh.
dignified. He would go to the study.
Lucia would
Yes.
call Leopold to the study.
It's time for our private conversation.
They did want to have a private discussion.
I think I would ask what Leopold's plan is before he leaves the table, though,
Oh,
since we're all supposed to work together.
I'm going to take care of this in a single evening, assuming that this family knows what's good for them. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Give it a
okay.
shot. In my experience, that's not how it works out, but you know what? It could always work.
It was about time these humans got themselves in line.
Keep us updated.
Yeah, shoes.
What is? I'm curious what Charlotte and I have them written down. Charlotte and Margaret are gonna do.
I was probably going to go with Franklin to the library. To help.
Unassisted. Wonderful.
Hmm.
Was that sarcasm?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What do you like to know, holy boy?
Mr. Mothstone, I'm getting the feeling Mr. Franklin's more fancier than this room.
He wears enough makeup.
And a lot of perfume.
Cologne.
Perfume.
God.
Tomato, tomato.
Okay. With that, she will ask Leopold to the study.
And I would go. Oh, how fancy.
Yeah, this is a map I thought you guys would go to at some point. And
Yeah, who's this grumpy bitch?
she would say that's Charissa. She is the one who keeps the books here.
She explained it all.
She's not Clarissa, she's Charissa.
The Charissa.
A rather short vampire. It really just seems to be reading up on this upper balcony. She doesn't really pay anyone any mind when they enter.
Yeah, and who's this guy?
Oh
That is,
yeah.
A snack.
that's
him.
a full size.
That's-
That's just a mannequin that lives right there.
Right in front of the door.
Are you sure that's not an hors d'oeuvre? An hors d'oeuvre being
That's a little-
served?
That's Peter's previous character that's wandering around the mansion.
Like a lost ghost.
Yeah, he has a spell on him so you can't detect him.
Knife
You have
and
no
cup
idea
in
he's
hand.
here.
How do you spell turret? Is it Teresa?
Charissa.
Charissa. Thank you.
Is
Charissa.
the one
Gorilla,
the one time in D&D where Peter's character
Yes,
died?
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
She is literally that character.
That's what I
I
thought.
cannot believe you remember that.
Me neither.
Mine's like a steel trap.
Yeah, that's a Shay moment. She would say to Leopold, there is something I have that they want.
Oh.
I think.
Well, what is it?
And she would say, as you well know, they have a myriad of magical artifacts that they have hunted our kind with for an eternity. But I happen to have the most powerful of all of them.
Oh, chronomancy.
Actually, yes. And she will say, I have their silver stopwatch.
Oh.
It is something that allowed them in the past to stop time at the cost of their mortal life. But let's just say a lot of things happened in Spain in the mid 1800s, and I ended up with it. I suspect this is truly what he is after here.
But you can't let them have it back.
No, I really can't. I don't necessarily want the others knowing all of that.
Surely not. I just only met them, and most of them seem, I don't know, poor and distrustful.
She would say, I'll be honest, a lot of poor and distrustful people have made their way through this town and, frankly, have done a lot of good. So I will not judge them on that merit alone. However, I don't trust the church, despite them showing me some good graces.
Nor should you. That's why you
And
get
an artifact that powerful is not something I would willy-nilly just tell everyone exists within my home.
And it's just the church doesn't know you have this either, yeah?
As far as I'm aware, no.
All right. But the secret is safe with me, of course.
I knew I could trust you.
Um,
If you came by Raphael's recommendation, I could guess at the least you were trustworthy.
too kind. I'm not really one for getting my hands investigating schmaltz, but I will do what I can.
I appreciate it. I'm sure if that man does attack, you will be able to be of great assistance to those
Of
who do the
course,
investigating.
I'm not even worried about it.
And she would say, I would appreciate you keeping this somewhat discreet between the two of us.
Yes. Naturally.
Obviously, I don't like keeping things from people I've hired, especially something that important, but Again, this is an artifact that can turn the tide of, frankly, anything. And I simply don't want to talk about it to people I do not trust explicitly.
Of course. Mum's the word and all that.
I appreciate it. And she would say, the mansion is at your disposal. You may stay in whatever room you fancy, and all of my resources are yours. However,
Mm.
as the places that I normally feed are under investigation, I do not have much in the way of food.
Lucia.
I very deeply apologize. I myself will have to go hunting after not having had to do so in quite a long time.
Droll, but understandable. Where is
It's
it
truly
safe to hunt?
embarrassing.
Yeah, where is it safe to hunt in this little American?
She would actually say I would not hunt anywhere in this town. She would actually she would direct you to Washington and Pittsburgh, which are about 25 minutes away. But high populations, they won't notice if a couple of stragglers are gone. Centerville, I would steer clear of. Very small population. Someone goes missing, it will be noticed. As I'm sure you know.
Yeah. Understood. Well, we've got that other little holy vampire that we'll probably also need to eat. Unless wine and crackers is enough.
I highly doubt it. Her resistance to holy power may come in handy. Though she seems a little out there, I'm not gonna lie. The Jacobs family owes me a favor from a while back, and they insisted they sent their best, so I have to trust it for the time being.
Yeah, if it goes bad, get the refund.
I'll certainly consider it.
Yeah.
And with that, anyone who does not have a place to stay is more than welcome to stay here at the Hildebrand Estate.
I have to check out the little Airbnb thing.
Oh yeah,
The
no,
breakfast.
your ass is going to the seventh heaven. You have a room.
I have to go there.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey!
My boys! Both of them!
Also, on the GM layer, for some reason, Ian, I don't know why he's here.
Because that was Rhett in
So he went
Nicholas.
to
Oh
the
my
rack.
god, you're right.
That's when he saw Nicholas, or it was Masayuki in bed with fake Nicholas.
This is the scene that it all went wrong. Where everything just went wrong.
Really, the only one?
Yeah.
This is where things fell apart with Masa and the final collapse in the relationship with Nicholas for Zarek.
We get Evangeline.
Such an important location, lore wise.
The hotel? Absolutely.
What time of day is it?
Isn't this also the last place the holy man got threatened as well?
Dude, like 2 in the fucking morning. It's late. You were at the Hildebrands for well into the evening. The meeting did not start until nighttime, so it was like 9 o'clock when you got there. This is not Castlevania Nocturne season 2. Vampires have got to be in the nighttime. So you get here, it's probably like 2:30. Evangeline will just greet you and be like, hello?
Howdy there. I am Tobias. I was told I have a reservation here from the church.
And she would say, does sound familiar. And she kind of thumbs through some notes and finds your name. She says, oh yeah, you're in room 137. Let me take you there.
Is the office really well kept?
The office is
Or-
beautiful.
Okay. This is a fun little office you got here.
Oh, I like to think so, but I'm not gonna split hairs with you. This place is chaos.
Wait, what?
The hotel, it's exhausting.
What's so
Uh,
exhausting about it?
As you walk out, you hear people very loudly having sex. There are people soliciting drugs, doing
Oh,
deals right in front of certain doors.
oh
And she's
dear.
like, it's just really busy here.
I see that. With the name Seventh Heaven, I assumed it was a little different.
She's like, that was the plan.
Oh,
Needless to say, it's not worked out quite the way I envisioned.
well, what was your name again?
Oh, she says Evangeline, and she'll reach out a very soft, tender hand to shake yours.
Let's shake it. Again,
she's-
Tobias.
Very friendly handshake.
Well, Miss Evangeline, I'm not going to lie. From the sound of it, it probably could be better, but God
so
has a plan for
sorry.
everything, and you kind of gotta believe that it'll work out in some way if you keep putting the effort in.
I
Right?
couldn't agree more. And she will unlock your room. Your room is very nice, very clean. It's like I just prepared this one, so enjoy.
Oh,
The church
thank
has
you.
paid for you to be here for about a month, so it's all yours for the time being. She gives you the key.
Is the breakfast included?
I do serve a continental breakfast. No one has ever shown up.
What time does it end?
9 p.m. or 9 a.m.
I'll be sure to be there.
I'd be honored, she says. And she will leave you to it.
Well, you have a good night, Miss Evangeline.
Oh, you as well, Mr. Tobias.
And
And she'll
this-
close the door.
The second she closes the door, I am probably going to check the sheets to make sure they are actually clean.
Yeah, everything actually looks immaculate.
Okay.
You do think she took her time and did a very good job cleaning this room.
Black light on.
Black light on.
It's like a Jackson Pollock painting.
And before anything else goes further, can I use bless this house?
I'm gonna use the restroom, but please read to me what bless this house does.
Bless this house. By your very presence in a place, you may increase the strength of the threshold, assuming you have anything to work with. If your conviction is higher than the threshold rating of a particular place, the threshold gets a +2 bonus while you are there. Multiple individuals who have this power can stack blah blah blah. Making a den of the faithful potentially very safe from supernatural incursions, unless someone's so foolish as to invite a powerful supernatural creature in.
I love this. What's your conviction?
Let me roll it. Hold on.
I think it is based off your raw stat for this. I don't know if you
Oh,
roll it if
is
you
it?
want to, but I think it's just based off. Yeah, it's based off of no rolls.
My raw stat is 4.
Okay, you use the bless this house, and this place is blessed already. This is a conviction 11 stronghold.
Damn.
You think
I'm impressed.
any supernatural entity is going to have quite a hard time getting through the barrier you have kind of placed here, as well as the innate barrier that probably comes from Evangeline.
I will be asking her at breakfast about this because I forgot Alexander mentioned that she's
Some kind of celestial
some kind of
being.
celestial being. Yeah.
Okay. And then there were people that wanted to go to the library, right?
Yeah.
At 2
Yeah,
o'clock in the night.
I
I
guess
would
that's
probably.
true.
I would go in the morning. Ween, don't you dare smoke in that room. You'll break her heart.
Well, I would do it next to the window. I have to. It's
Yeah, I
blessed.
guess.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's plus. I guess while we're here, you're right. Probably would, if you want to do the library, it would be in the morning. You wake up the next day. All of you can have a night's rest, or the vampires among you. You do not have to feed this night. However, the night that comes after this morning, you will have to feed. I will assume all of you have eaten the night before, right?
And we had the blood wine at dinner, so
Yeah, blood wine will
I-
help you kind of curb cravings. It will not feed full-blooded, full-power vampires.
I also just thought of a question that I probably should have asked the vampires in this group. Of how are y'all going to help us during the daytime?
that's the
You
fun
won't.
part. We don't.
They won't.
SPF 500.
Okay, free reign in the day. Gotcha.
All of you could stand under a small fern. Honestly, it's fine. It worked in Castlevania. It worked here.
That's the fun part. We won't.
Hat with a
And I will
big
say-
brim.
That was pretty good.
Oh my god, yeah, you just get the fucking
What about it? Yeah.
let's get a big ass sun hat, and you're like, I got all the shade I need.
Little umbrella.
That would work in Castlevania. That will not work here. The sunlight is a deadly laser. You go to the continental breakfast here at the Seventh Heaven. Literally no one is there, but there is enough for a buffet for every room that exists. And Evangeline just sits at the front desk.
Does it smell really good?
It smells delicious. It smells absolutely delicious.
I walk in and
Divine.
take a big stretch. Like, oh, that smells mighty good.
Oh, thank you very much, Tobias.
Let's see what we got. Ooh, got some eggs, some sausage. You got any of them little pancakes?
Oh, of course. It comes in a little plastic container, and it's got a bunch of little pancakes in it.
Divine, absolutely divine. I will gobble it up.
Hell yeah. She looks absolutely ecstatic that for the first time in years, someone has eaten the continental breakfast that she tirelessly prepares every morning.
Honestly, all your other guests missing out.
I like to think so. They just live very nocturnal lives, and maybe I just need to adjust how I do things.
Do I notice like when I checked in, there was more people here, and now that it's daytime, there's like it's quiet.
It's quiet. Not a peep. Not a fucking peep from any of these rooms.
Well, I did notice it's fairly quiet now. Do you only have guests of a certain time frame?
They do just seem to be more active at night. I don't make the rules. I'm not sure. They pay for the rooms.
Hourly.
Oh,
I guess that's what matters. Hourly.
It is.
It is hourly, actually.
Oh dear.
But she even implies like some have just rented out for a long time. Like, I don't know what happens in those rooms. But she likes to think it's good Christian fun.
Bring in cameras and filming equipment.
Oh god.
They're just making an after school special.
I can't lie, but I can definitely not talk about the truth. I did happen to notice that this place feels extra blessed, Miss Evangeline, and it came to me that Father Alexander mentioned you might be of the celestial nature.
She will look at you completely baffled. What?
Are you What are you confused by? I'm a little confused myself now.
I'm just from Waynesboro. I just this is a
Oh,
business I run. Graduated high school. I don't know what you're. I think I'm some kind of celestial. What the fuck is that? Or what the heck is that? She was.
Ooh.
oh well.
She wouldn't say fuck. That's Derek being a teacher.
Well, my stay so far has just been so divine. Only a celestial being could give such good room service and
You do flatter,
accommodation.
Mr. Tobias. I just own the place.
I see. Well, disregard what I said then, Miss. Before that, I must have been mistaken by what Father Alexander still told me.
She does like a happy little blush. She's like, "Oh, I'll remember," but I'm just a person. She says. You think she has no idea that she might be of a
I was gonna say
non-human origin?
So she seems on the up and up.
She absolutely seems on the up and up.
Okay. I'll just make note of that and eat my breakfast. Probably have little conversations with her about the town. Get to know it.
Did you say something, Aya?
No.
Okay.
Said I say.
I say.
I heard you.
I like to go down deep into the bottom of the bucket.
That's the next.
Juiciest, tenderest.
That's what's happening in the
piece of
next
chicken.
room.
Okay. Those that stayed at the mansion that are day dwellers, which I think would be Peter, or you're not beholden to being active at night. You can be active at any time. You don't actually need to sleep.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't sleep. I'd probably hang out in the library if they have a library.
Yeah, she would have closed off the study to you while she had a discussion with Leopold, but she would have opened it back up afterwards.
During the late hours, he listens to experimental jazz.
Oh yeah.
I would be in there too during the night.
Yeah, do you guys look at anything? You guys
No.
looking for anything in particular, or just kind of looking around?
No, I'm just fucking around.
I'm looking for old titles with old books that look like they might be like originals, like original prints.
Oh, roll a scholarship or investigation, whatever's higher.
Scholarship, baby. Let's go. Holy shit, that's +3, and then trying not to cough.
It's all right, man. Let it out.
Don't fucking do it.
That's an 8.
Goes down with each cough.
Embarrassing. No, I'm just kidding. With an 8, you find many books of original print. All probably by your estimation, very expensive and in extremely good condition.
Not beautiful. Now I can tell people that I've read original copies of books.
Yeah,
And
and
then I
they're
put them
also in
back.
just various languages. They're not all just English prints. Most of them are in their language of origin.
He can probably speak. I think he probably speaks English, French, and German.
Yeah. Which you would obviously find a lot of books in those languages.
Yeah, he'd basically spend the entire night just going reading one book at a time.
You said he just eats normal shit, right?
Yeah.
And with that, breakfast in the morning is Sasha cooks up pretty much a standard breakfast. It's egg, sausage, biscuits, gravy, OJ, coffee, the classics.
Classic.
Can I ask something about Peter's character out of game?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to do your makeup in the morning?
Probably a while. If he's starting from scratch, he doesn't always take his makeup off at night.
Oh.
It's bad for your skin.
Yeah.
Terrible for your pillow.
Well, he doesn't sleep, so it doesn't really matter.
That's fair. You're gonna sit on these white couches down here and leave a fucking.
Well, he wears his hands are obviously like gloved, and it's
Think of the
mostly
back of your
his
neck.
face and neck. He sits straight back. Doesn't even like go against the.
Okay, I was curious.
Yeah, good shit. With that, who are the day dwellers?
Me.
You mean technically Zokara?
Yeah. Though I think Greg would swing either way.
Sleep.
Probably not much.
Bisexual, but for time.
I imagine Greg has like a physical need to sleep, but he's not the type to like spend a lot of time sleeping.
Is Charlotte not a daywalker?
Things do.
No.
Oh, I was.
Charlotte's not a daywalker. Charlotte is resistant to holy because of her undying faith in Jesus Christ.
Good faith.
But she is not immune to the sunlight. With that, who is going to? The library was a decided choice for everybody.
Well,
Or do people want to split up?
We wanted to split up.
Yeah, I think me and Greg are gonna go check out the. Well, no, Greg was gonna go to the retirement home. I think I was gonna check out the other building that they own. Hi, Rick.
Who's
Greg
going to
has
the
not yet
library?
found out he's not allowed in the library whatsoever.
Oh, that's right. It's not allowed.
There's Frank and
Margaret.
Margaret. I have to keep looking at my list until I get used to everyone's names. That icon.
I hate it.
It honestly is a time-honored tradition for Peter.
Should have seen my first icon.
Roll a d6.
Orbjorn?
We'll see who's working here today.
Roll a d6.
Yep.
5.
5.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's one.
I was
Zarek.
gonna say Zarek if we roll a 1.
Zarek is 3 and below.
I feel like Zarek should just be 1 and 2.
Gwendolyn would come to you and say, hello there. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, I need a computer with internet access, please.
There's 40 of those here.
Wonderful, thank you. And I'll just walk. If she points in the direction where they are.
Yeah, she will point you to where they are.
I would walk straight there.
And you miss?
I also need a computer as well.
Oh, well. You guys have come to the right place. Just follow that gentleman.
Thank you so much.
Okay. What are you guys looking up?
I think
Holy fuck.
Franklin would turn to Margaret and say, "Now, Meredith, do you have any experience in researching?"
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
I
The setup.
am educated by a witch and by college, so yes.
Okay. Do you know how to use a computer?
Of course.
I
do
can
you need
literally
help?
hear it from the picture of this icon.
I know.
My
Fuck me.
goal here today is to find out as much as I can about Nathaniel before long. I don't want to be here for too long.
Both of you roll an alertness.
-2.
Excellent. Is that your total?
That's total.
Okay.
My alertness 6.
Carly, bless you for actually talenting alertness. It is still not enough, but I'm glad someone has it.
I have it. I only learned my lesson.
Someone is shadowing you, but neither of you know that. And we will actually continue this next time
No.
on Dragon Ball Z. I just realized it is 3 o'clock.
It's bedtime.
It is.
Almost will
But
fuck it
super
back.
fun start. We're looking forward to where y'all take it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think we're at a good start.
I think we're actually more productive in the first session here than we were for like
100%.
the first
That's
few.
we were very productive in the first group for the first couple of days.
That's true.
That is also very true, actually.
We have to give it up to the forefathers. They tried. And then a horse killed somebody.
Also, in the second book, you guys had to be productive or you all died together.
The second book
So
was
there's that.
the game show.
That was
I
a
think
game show.
I lumped the game show in with the election as like one.
Well, it was the same story, but at least for that portion, you all were in unison.
It's true.
The moment that game show ended, with
Got a little
every
fucked
man
up
for
afterwards.
himself.
Yeah. Got a little crazy after the fact, but otherwise pretty good.
I gotta go to bed. Good night, y'all.
Good night, Peter.
Good night, Peter. It's
Good
always that
night.
midpoint because I think the horsening happened about midpoint too.
Oh my god. That was
What?
awful. That was just dumb.
What was the downfall of Nicholas? Not downfall, but like the spiral.
Helena killed a man at the crime scene.
That's right.
And he fucking lost his mind.
I do believe if this were like a Fallout game, it would have said everyone disliked that.
Yeah. At the dinner table when they all started screaming at each other.
Yeah.
You just killed a man? You just killed a man at a crime scene?
Like, even Emmerich would have been like, what the fuck?
Emmerich was like, what the fuck? Because he was
Yeah.
in Nicholas's shadow and heard that whole conversation.
That was part of the like. There are many things that decided whether he would try to kill the rest of you or not at the last fight, and that was a big contributor.
Hey.
It was like, depending on how much they went ham into this, would determine whether Emmerich was going to fight them or not.
And then Nicholas's second fall from grace was going to the bar, getting super plastered, and that just led to a whole series of events.
That got you like a demigod boyfriend, though, to be honest.
True.
What
Not
did
the
you-
worst outcome.
What did you fucking say? Is your monarch a monkey too?
Oh yeah, I did. Is your queen a monkey too?
Let me rolling.
Unhinged.
God damn! It was such good acting, Aya. I was like, maybe Aya's really drunk because this is so real.
Thanks.
Uh,
And Martin was like, "This man's a mess. I'm into it."
Yeah, I love it.
I had a question about my bubbles.
Yes.
Do I only get 2 for each?
That depends on your. I think it's discipline and
Conviction and endurance.
conviction and endurance. That's it. What's your endurance?
I didn't take either.
And you have 3 HP and 3 mental health. So yes.
wait, does
You're
it not
fixing to
match
bust.
your number? Like I have 5.
Harley said you don't have any, right?
No, I don't have any endurance and I don't have any conviction.
Fair. You only have the 1 and 2 bubble in each of the mental and physical.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
I am
You know-
unsure.
You can always redo. I will always allow you to redo stats out of simple like ignorance for how they work, because Dresden is a little complicated. So
I was trying to figure out health stuff. How does it? If I had like a 2 in endurance, what do I get extra?
So
health?
a 1 in endurance will give you the 3 bubble. A 3 in endurance will give you the 4 bubble.
What does a
That
5
is-
give me?
Nothing extra, unless you're supernatural.
I
I think you
at
can
a
take an extra
5,
physical -2
You,
or something.
you get like an extra
You get an extra like
consequence.
minor consequence.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
And then
worth it.
if you took like if you took something in like inhuman toughness, you also get extra.
You get way more HP. However, if a weakness is triggered, you ignore all of that extra HP.
Right.
For instance, unfortunately, if like Leopold has inhuman toughness or supernatural toughness,
He does, yeah.
the enemy you fight may be able to bypass that with silver and holy armaments.
Well, you said silver doesn't affect vampires. At least that was the case with Nicholas and
It is-
Raphael.
It is this is a blessed weapon.
Oh,
I'm
it's
thinking
blessed silver,
specifically.
gotcha.
This is strictly like I'll give you all a spoiler.
And what is the Beauregard?
Every time you defeat, there is an opportunity for one of the victims to be Nathaniel
Oh.
Beauregard
Oh.
based on a die roll.
Oh.
And if it is Nathaniel Beauregard, he
He
has
laced with silver?
a blessed silver spear and a blessed silver whip.
Oh. They're gonna say his blood's like laced with silver.
No.
So Koji, does Mr. Do they have a little Alucard running around this ancient monster hunting family?
They do not.
The Belmonts without an Alucard.
Mhm.
Well, he's probably sleeping. It's in between.
The first one was much more on the nose because when they first fought, when they first teamed up with the Beauregards a million years ago in the Barovia campaign, it was Simon Beauregard.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I know you did.
Now that you say that, it's coming back
I
to
actually
me.
remember. So one of the biggest hints that Harley was a vampire, they had
she
Simon
grabbed the
Beauregard with a whip that did extra
Yeah.
damage to vampires inexplicably. Harley jumped off of like a cog and could not make it, so Simon threw the whip down like a rope. And when Harley grabbed the rope, I'm like, Harley, you take 38 radiant damage from touching this. No one questioned it. Everyone just was fine that Harley took 38 radiant damage from touching the rope.
We learned we shouldn't touch that rope either, right?
Yeah, that was the takeaway. Is that no one should touch the rope. So you're muted.
Look,
Back in the
Harley's
day.
just that fucked up that maybe holy things just naturally fucking with them.
And also, yeah, Harley was a little dirty boy, so like, yeah,
I
it just makes sense.
I remember that because Han's like, everyone's gonna know I made a deal with Strahd, and I'm like, brother, they will not. And they fucking didn't.
Yeah.
That's
When you're-
so funny.
When you're in the moment, you don't think of these things.
Everyone was like, damn, that sucks, but I'm glad she made it. Oh, I was crying.
Not
Me
even
and Han were in
dramatic.
DMs like, what?
Sometimes it be like that.
I can't believe not
yeah.
even Sue got it. Sue, who
I'm
during Nicholas's
shocked.
character intro was like, "That's a vampire."
Yeah, the Sue from like maybe Sue was just conditioned to look for them after that
That's what
point.
it was. After that, I was like, oh no, I'm looking now. I've got to find him.
Sue's fucking woke for vampires now. Like the eyes are open.
Day 0 introducing that's a vampire.
Yeah, literally, I was like explaining everyone's character, and Sue's like, "That's a vampire." I was like, it was just like, "Is Aya playing a vampire?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Who could say?"
I think it took the wine. That's when I was like, I think I was a vampire.
Yeah, I'm glad you put together that the Beauregards are indeed just the Belmont clan.
I almost called
in
them
this
Belmonts
universe.
twice, as I'm trying to do the worst French-German accent this world's ever seen.
I love it a lot, if I'm honest.
I was
You're also
realizing
French.
halfway through the session, I'm like, this is more French than
I
German,
hope
and I don't know how to fix it.
I hope Leopold interacts with like Emmerich, who's Austrian, and is just like, you can just talk in English. It's fine. Like, you don't got to do the whole like German accent.
So Frank.
And
and
What's also
Leopold-
funny is they could just talk in German.
Yeah, they
No
could
one
just
would know
talk
what they're
in
talking
German.
about.
Well, Frank would, which is very funny to me that Frank and Leopold can speak in both the same languages.
I love Peter. Peter always comes up with such a good character.
His character's so douchey. I love it a lot.
Peter basically is like, my name is Franklin Stone. I'm basically Frankenstein, but I love art and historic research. I'm like, hell yeah, brother.
I feel like
Sounds
he
good.
heavily was inspired by the Frankenstein in what was it, Helsing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
I
guy.
do not know. Oh, that like the movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was very like kind of
yeah, he was very
like, the arts are the
Well,
best thing in the world.
And funny enough, actually, the original Frankenstein's monster is like that.
no,
The original
yeah.
Frankenstein's monster has a very big interest in like art and philosophy and shit.
Wild times.
Another character that loves art.
Yeah, honestly, this is quite the group. Half y'all can't even operate during the day, which I think is hilarious.
I think that's very funny.
I do too.
God, I did not put that together until it was like daytime. Like, wait a
Dude,
minute.
I was dead ass thinking about that the entire time. Like half these people can't operate during the day. 'Cause
1/3.
what was that? Sue?
1/3.
That's true. Because like, the Nicholas's whole ring is like a legendary item. That is not.
Right, it was
That's
special.
not a thing that's gonna be allowed for anybody else.
I didn't want it to be allowed. It needed to be special for him because he didn't even know he was a vampire.
And like, because by all accounts, Nicholas was played as like a weak human the entire time, so it made like perfect balance sense.
He was just as surprised as everybody else.
Yeah, he was just as shocked as the rest of the party to realize he was a vampire. He didn't know.
God.
Carly, are you still here?
Yes.
Carly, I love your character. It's such a good idea.
Oh, thank you.
Super fun. I am so curious how the frog goes during combat. It's gonna be amazing.
I squeeze it, and then the tongue comes out.
What the fuck? Now I want to know.
Frog gun.
Mm-hmm. She's a witch, Ween. It's a magic.
I wasn't saying how.
You sound a little skeptical. I don't like it.
No, I was excited.
You gasped like it was the first time you heard it, when it's not.
But it's a gun. Did you say it was a gun before?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
I've said
My
frog
bad.
gun before.
Yeah. Carly described her character as Frog Gun on several occasions.
Ah.
That's why I posted that picture of the frog with a fucking flintlock pistol. Because that's what I envisioned at first.
Oh.
Fuck, wait, when you said tonight the part of the Rook will be played by Leopold, it had me fucking dead.
I was like, this
My
is like
God.
Zrek, but if Zrek were smart and had money.